to my channel. My name is Avi, and I have spent many years training to be an opera singer. And boy, have I never felt further away from that goal. I'm not making any decisions regarding my career or changing directions because I don't think during a pandemic or after a year of not trying so much that it's the right place to make a career change. I think it would bear out of despair and not out of what I feel like doing or the concept of this is the right time to switch. I feel like I haven't even had the moment to even start to try. Like, I wouldn't be quitting because I wouldn't have even tried. I also really don't believe that I am finished with this chapter of my life or with this journey. There's this overexcited feeling or this giant wave, or I don't even know how to put it into words, but there is this constant idea that I have that there's something huge out there, that it's not going to just end. Like, it's not possible for it to just end, that there is something waiting for me to be ready for and just waiting for me to be able to accept that next stage and actually make new strides forward. And I feel like it's not something I can put to words, but it's so big that it's still to come and that I will be ready for it when it eventually arrives. Please don't wait so long anymore, but just there's something in me that I truly believe that I'm meant to keep going on this path and I'm meant to brave this side of the storm so that I can then get to where I need to be, and that there's something exciting waiting for me there. And I really want to keep believing that. Now, I am so tired of feeling like I am all alone in this and that there's no one else going through it, because I have a very strong feeling, along with my other feeling, that there's a community out there of people who feel this exact same way, who feel like there's more out there and they're just tired of going at it alone and feeling like the world is just not there for them. And with that, have lost their momentum, their mojo, their feeling of, yes, we can, we got this, we're so close, we've gotten here already, and just need that extra push to move forward and keep going. I invite you to come join me on this new chapter, which is all about refinding that momentum, channeling that energy, and hopefully finding those doors that we can walk through, those doors or windows or cracks or whatever it is. Hopefully we don't have to break anything, windows or doors, but that we can find our way forward into our dreams, into what we aspire to be and where we aspire to go. So, with that being said, I am calling this Dates with My Piano because, to be honest, the piano has been there every step of the way. That piano is always the constant companion that is there at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day. But I've fallen out of love with the piano, and I've fallen out of love with approaching a practice session. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fall in love with the piano again. We're gonna fall in love with practice sessions again. So I invite you to come have a date with your piano and share it with me. Definitely use the hashtag DivaStudies, but let's get on to what I decided to be my first date with the piano, which I did the other day. So the biggest issue for me personally in the last couple months has been showing up for myself. That has been the biggest challenge, to be there, to do what I do, and to be kind to myself. For this week's installment and exercise in Dates with My Piano, I'm giving myself, and I encourage you to do this too, I'm giving myself a singing lesson, just like I would any other student that I have. Yeah, it was a bit weird. but it was really worth it. You can also think about this as a pep talk for your best friend, because so often it's easier for us to give compliments to the people that we love and support, but not really ourselves. So now that it's a lesson with a student, a new student, on Zoom, luckily I've done many lessons on Zoom in the last year and a half, so I actually started a Zoom, put myself in front of it, and treated myself like a brand new student. And what does that mean for me? So I made a lesson plan for what I would do with any new student. And now that it's not about me, it's much easier because I'm not teaching myself, I'm teaching this new student who, for the sake of this video, let's call her Kelly. So it's not about me, it's about Kelly. Okay, so first things first, introduce yourself to your student and then have them introduce themselves to you, which is a bit weird when you're just doing it to yourself, but hey, here we go. Next, I usually ask my students how their week has been. So, Kelly, how has your week been? And you would think that you know yourself, and you would think that you have the answer because you spent the week with yourself. But really check in and commit to this singing lesson. And really listen to what you have to say. It's a real singing lesson. How are you feeling? How has your week been? Now, because usually singing lessons are places where you feel really uncomfortable, especially in the first lesson, and you don't really know the person, try to make them smile. Say a joke, do a silly dance, sing a funny song. I think the funny dance or the silly dance is my go-to because it's not about your voice. It's not about anything else. You feel the movement in your body, and it's just taking it away from the idea that it's in your throat. It's not. Everywhere else, dance, dance. Dance, dance, da-na-na-na. I forgot the words to the song, probably because it was from 15 years ago or even more. Please tell me what that song is called in the comments box below so I can find it and then dance to it with my next singing lesson with myself. Okay, next it is time to finally warm up. Now, just like with everything else, don't forget to find the positives in warming up. It's just a warm-up, and you got this. This is just the beginning. It's literally like when you stretch in the morning when you just get out of bed and you have that early morning stretch where it's so hard to necessarily raise your hand above your head, or getting 2 feet in front of each other because you're just so tired. That's what your voice needs right now. And be kind and amazing because you're singing. You're warming up those vocal cords. You got this. So be positive. Find one positive thing, at least, for every exercise. Maybe you didn't stop. Maybe it all flowed really easily. Maybe you just enjoyed that warm-up. That's incredible, because enjoying it is such a huge part of the whole thing. Or maybe you even were able to get to those notes that you usually are a bit more groggy with, but you did it this time. You did it, and you did it fantastically. Give yourself a pat on the back. That's incredible. Favorite thing to do, enjoy it. Okay? You're good at it. You can do it. You can do it pretty much every time. It feels nice, and you got it, and just go for it and have fun. So, now you're feeling warmed up, do another dance. You deserve it. You've already showed up for yourself just a little bit, and even warming up a little bit every day is half the game. It's getting those vocal cords warmed up and ready to go and doing what they need to be doing and getting them comfortable with themselves. And you did it. You showed up for yourself and you were kind to yourself. So that was 2 things. Check. This was a fun exercise. I'm going to definitely do this again. I did not think I would enjoy it as much as I did. I thought it was fun to take a lesson with myself. Give myself a voice lesson by treating a practice session as a voice lesson instead of feeling not necessarily excited to be sitting at the piano alone. But this felt fun. Let me know if you try this. Even if you don't sing anymore today, you didn't neglect your beautiful, unique instrument, and that is the most important thing. So that's it. Let's stop there. You are one step closer, Kelly, as we called you today, to finding your voice again and taking up space and feeling confident taking up space. And of course, be proud. You did it. Be proud. You got to know yourself a little bit better today. You gave yourself a few compliments. And you reintroduced yourself to the piano and had an amazing time and a good memorable time. And we shall do this again soon, because even though it was a bit strange, it genuinely was a refreshing way of approaching the piano. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Share with me your diva studies, and we can figure out a way to make it to the stage all together. So I'll see you there. Bye. One step closer to taking up space. One step closer to living in the chase.